Hello guys, so here's yet another DIY Witchy Halloween bottle. However, this one is going to be very different from all of them. It'll be messier, it'll probably take longer, but it'll be nicer, I think. I hope it comes out. And this one idea, I got it from Leather and Jade. She's an art artistic witch. So you'll need a bottle. I feel like I'm becoming an expert at removing the labels from these bottles. This one looks really nice. I'm becoming also obsessed with bottles. I just find them really beautiful now. I don't know. Look at this one. And this is the way it used to look. So I stripped it, cleaned it. So you'll need some paint. And you'll need rub, rub, rub and buff. And then you'll need some skeleton guys. I got these from 99-cent stores. They come in a assortment of colors. And then you'll need a glue gun. And then the main ingredient that I didn't have at all, which I barely got today, I went to Joann's and got it. It was like $5 or $5.99, was the Mod Podge. They had like 3 different kinds. I'm not sure which one to use, but I just got the matted one. So we'll see how it works. Hopefully I got the right one. I finished gluing these skeletons on here. I think they came out pretty good. They stuck really well. And I had to use one of the white ones here because I ran out of the black ones, but it doesn't matter. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So now on to the Mod Podge. So I'm supposed to just apply this onto it. Okay, I could see it already getting messy, see? Um, okay, here's the Mod Podge. I opened it and here's my water. And again, I've never done this, and I forgot to tell you, you're supposed to have a paper napkin or paper towel. And this is my piece of paper towel. See how it's double layered? So you just pull it apart. And then I'll use the part that has the prints, those indentations. Okay, so when Leather and Jade said this was going to be very messy, she wasn't kidding. So I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but this is what I have so far. I tried to Mod Podge it, but it's really hard. It just falls off. It just slides around, so it's really bad. And then I just get out some Mod Podge and paint it, like, or not paint it, but dab it on, like. There we go. That's approximately the size of that skeleton, and so then I'm going to go ahead and get the Mod Podge with the brush and then put it on like this, and then I'll just show it. See, I'm just going to put it on like that. See. Okay guys, so I'm tired and this has taken me forever to do this, so this is what I have so far. I put the paper towel on there and I put a lot of Mod Podge. It doesn't look right at all. Supposedly it can look ugly or whatever. It's not supposed to look perfect, but we'll see. So I'm going to let it dry, so I'll probably I'll continue tomorrow because right now I'm not doing any more. But anyway, you can still kind of make out the skeletons there. So we'll see. Anyway, there's a first for everything. Hey guys, so I'm back and this is a different day, and the bottle is all dried up as you can see here. So when I was dabbing on the paper towel, it was really challenging for me, and I found out why after a while. It took me like 2 hours or more to just try it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So I was using way too much water because the consistency of the Mod Podge is already quite watery. So anytime that I would try to dab on the paper towel, it would just slide off. So I think with it, just like with anything, it's always hard in the beginning, but then afterwards you just kind of start picking up your own technique. So I found out that I didn't need a lot of water, so I just mainly used the Mod Podge to cover the whole bottle. I used the water very sparingly. In fact, one of the skulls had fallen off, and I had to like tear it off again, and then glue it back onto the water. So again, it got really messy. But I got my pattern down quite well, and it's all hard. So now it's ready to be painted. So you guys, I'm done with the bottle. I'm done with the preparation. I think it came out really nice. I had to paint every nook and cranny to really make sure that there wasn't any spot left unpainted, otherwise it would not look right. And then I also painted the bottom. I don't know if you've seen in some stores where most of the times they don't paint the bottom part. I'm not sure why, but I think it looks better like that. There's like that one white spot there. I might have to paint over it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sever the heads of these 3 remaining skeletons, and I'm going to keep the bodies for future projects, and I'm going to hopefully put them, glue them on top here. I might have to Mod Podge the bottle cap after all. That's not my favorite part about this project. That was kind of like the part I hated the most, just because it was really messy. But just to give it that unison, or to match the whole bottle, I might have to Mod Podge it. So I finally glued the head to the top of the bottle cap here, and hot glue is really messy. Like I like it, but it gets all over the place. So it got all over this bottle, so I'm just trying to clean it up right now. So I will have to Mod Podge this, because see that even the paint on top here peeled off as I was trying to glue these heads on there, and I had to just kind of like eyeball it to see where the center was. Okay, you guys, so I finished Mod Podging the bottle cap, and this is what it looks like. I'm finally done with the bottle. Finally, it took me such a long time because I kept painting it, I kept retouching it. There were like I get really anal about all this stuff, but finally it's done. I've colored all black, or I painted it all black. Hello you guys, so I finally finished the bottle after many days of hard work, and it paid off. Let me show it to you right now. And let me show you up close. Look at the skulls there. You could really see the fine details in the eyes there. It looks very sinister. And that's the top part there. Let me show you the bottom part. Those are our skeleton friends there. I like the fact that they all have different poses, and it looks like they're stuck to the bottle and they're trying to free themselves really badly, like especially this one. And they almost look mummy-like. They don't look quite skeleton. It looks like they're half mummy and already turning into skeletons. And I'm just really amazed at the details on this bottle. Look at that. And that's the bottom part. I didn't put any rub and buff there. And I made it in a way where I could still open the top, just in case if I would like to use it for a different purpose. For example, as a candle holder. Let me show it to you here. Perhaps this candle is a little too thick for it. They do have smaller candles. And I suggest using an LED candle if you will use it for that purpose, because you don't want wax to melt all over your beautiful creation here and then having to scrape it off where you don't ruin your bottle. And or maybe you want to use a bottle with a bigger hole where you could actually fit thicker candles in there. And or you might like to use it as a vase as well. Like here, remember our Gothic flower that I got from Anderson Stores? Works pretty good as well. And but for now we'll keep it as an ancient bottle that was probably found somewhere in a pyramid. in ancient Egypt, or in Babylon, or just in a haunted house or something. And let me just tell you a little bit about the rub and buff. I was really afraid to use this medium because I've never used it before, but it was quite easy. I mean, if I could do it, any of you guys could do it. And I just put a little bit here, then I used my fingertip, and then I just basically rubbed it on, and all the corrugated parts and wrinkles will do the work for you. All you just need to do is rub. There's no wrong way of doing this at all. Any way you do it, but you might want to use a paintbrush or gloves because it does stay on your finger, but it washes up really well though. It doesn't stick. It's not difficult to remove. It's really easy to remove with soap and water. And that's it. I hope you guys like this DIY. It was a journey, but finally got to this. I think the funnest part about this project was the rub and buff actually, and of course the painstaking part of it was the Mod Podge and then the painting, because when I was painting I had to let it dry, and then I had to make sure every nook and cranny was painted accordingly, but in the end it turned out really well. Okay, so there you go.